We are starting off at the correct point in time. Of Act 1.
Damn, where'd that brat go?
Hunt him down! We can't let that lead slip, no matter what!
Dad.
It's 12:09, February 2nd. Messeldam Port. What is our weapon heroes doing here?
Shit! Turns out these bastards are the shoot first type. I'll draw their fire. In the meantime, you... Ah!
Well, this went sideways fast. Still, we can't just let them get their hands on that key.
What the?
Gun her down already!
Pull it together. I have to get this lead to Ron. Woman in black?
What are you doing here? Follow me, we're off this boat.
This way! Get a move on!
And cut!
Flawless take, girls! Judith, you were fantastic! And Nina! Sensational!
Oh, now you suck.
This scene, where your characters first meet, is gonna be a major highlight. And the camera's loving that foxy, skin-tight jumpsuit. Whew, it's the perfect fusion of eros and savagery.
Director, could you maybe inject a little less sexual harassment into your feedback?
It's an honor to finally be a part of one of your films, Mr. Gotti. These action scenes are so intense.
It feels so overexposed for no reason.
Quite the visionary.
Don't understate your own talent, my dear. Not everyone could play a role like Michelle.
Miss Lanster!
Oh, crap.
Excuse you?
Well, hello, Dominique. Nice of you to come visit us on location.
Of course. Even in my glory days, I always preferred a hands-on approach. Besides, how could I miss the rare opportunity to observe my granddaughter's acting up close and personal?
Oh, I guess I better pull out all the stops.
Two of the most popular starlets of today, coached by Dominique Lanster, a celebrated singer of yesteryear. This is shaping up to be one hell of a movie.
It's a crossover between Golden Blood and Wolves Requiem, correct? That alone is enough to draw anyone in. What else did you expect?
Holy cow! I've never seen the special effects come together so quickly before.
And the way you sync the footage is spot on. Where'd you learn this stuff, kid?
It's really nothing special. I'm a researcher at the Basel Institute of Science, so computers are second nature to me. There's a lot of overlap between video editing and the visual analysis we do in observational astronomy.
We got a regular boy wonder here. The rest of you better start taking notes.
Yes, sir.
Remind me then, how exactly did we get wrapped up in this?
several hours earlier.
So
Utah.
this is Messeldam's harbor district. It's a lot more developed than I expected. Now where's that address Van gave me?
Your destination is
Hey,
roughly
Mr.
200
Bongo.
ards from your current
I'm
position.
gonna get yourself.
Right, it should be just around that corner. Okay, you two, let's be on our way.
Walk, walkity walk.
Oh, there you are. Long time no see, Catra. What's it been? 2 months now?
Just about. It feels nice getting to chat face to face instead of over comms. I'm really glad to see you and Judith haven't changed a bit.
Yeah, something's really blown out.
Right back at you, Catra. Are you sure they don't need you at the Institute, though?
Oh, I've already finished my compulsory courses for the semester. I even had enough spare time to upgrade Theo and Zeros.
Processing speed has increased by 15%. Cat.
That's our little whiz kid for you.
Nice.
Oh, so you made their AI even smarter, huh?
I also added a few new features, but that's probably more than you would care to hear about. Come to think of it, aren't you in the middle of shooting a film, Judith?
Yeah, production started on location in early January. It's a crossover between last year's 2 big blockbusters. Directors Gotti and Lam are collaborating on it. We're only working on Gotti's part right now, but the casting crew's really getting into the swing of things. That means I'll only be able to investigate between shoots. Sorry, Van.
Hey, no skin off my back. I'm just happy you're willing to help. But you know, you really don't need to bother if your schedule's packed.
The bits and pieces I heard about what happened at the Capitol are already too much to ignore. Do you mind filling us in on the details, now that Catra's here?
Yes, I'd like some clarification on that whole affair.
All right, I'll try and keep it short and sweet.
So that's how things went. It's almost too surreal to believe. A dark-wit beast resembles the Gwendo and Armando's legacy. This demands our attention, especially if the first Genesis reacted. No kidding. I bought this one just in case, but to be honest, I don't know how much would be true. They tend to only glow at Agnes's presence. The strange phenomenon you mentioned is another point of concern. Wish I could explain it better. It ain't easy to put into words. Doesn't that sound like we have much to go off at this point? Is the capital safe at least? Yeah, I left Agnes and a few other folks I can trust to hold down the fort. If worst comes to worst, Elaine's there too, so they should be fine for now. That's it. Then I suppose the three of us should get to looking for Amar's legacy. Why? Been too long since I've seen some real action. And I'm about to turn a blind eye to anything involving Armada. Besides, even on a tight schedule, I've always found time for sidekick. That's right, a case like this is nothing for Judith Lannister. Let me at him. Did something happen to Judith since you last met, Van? Her granny put her through the ringer when she got back home in December. Sure, I made a lot of mistakes lately, but who hasn't? I'm doing my best here. That was scandal with me and Maxim wasn't even my fault. And yet, Mom won't stick up for me. If I don't start showing some improvement front stage and backstage, I'd never hear the end of it. I don't think I've ever seen Judith like this before. Her grandmother must be terrifying. Oh, look who it is. And we're just talking about him too. Awkward here. How's it been, Director?
Van! Oh boy, am I glad you picked up. Judith tells me you're in Messeldam right now.
Sure am. Let me guess. You in some kind of trouble?
I'll say. One of our actors is running late. If we don't act fast, it'll mean mean major delays in our shooting schedule. And wouldn't you know it, today's supposed to be Nina's first day on the set. We'll need a stand-in, but the role takes a fair bit of physicality, so as far as viable candidates go...
Are you asking what I think you're asking?
I know it's short notice, fan, but be a good sport. Think of it as a little favor from you to me.
For real? By fans initial reluctance at the director's request, Gordy relentlessly passion eventually convinced him to accept. With Quattro's help, the filming went off without a hitch. Playback looks good. Let's take 5, everybody. You saved my ass, man. I had no idea you were such a talented stuntman. Hope to shoot some pickups when Ethan gets here, but the whole day could have been a bust without you. That fight scene you choreographed for us was cherry on top. Heck, I ought to get you and Quattro on staff. It's no big deal. Out of curiosity, do 4-timers get access to unedited cuts of adult scenes? Okay, that's enough out of both of you. Oh, brother, it does seem fun, though. By the way, what's Granny up to? She's helping Nina one line to the next scene. I tell you this much, bringing her on board really lit a fire on our asses. Dominique Lannister, the biggest trans Seminole of a generation. Even after retiring, she still has her finger in every corner of the business. Apparently, she only takes on jobs when the mood strikes up, but any production she touches becomes a massive hit. As impressive as a resume, she sounds like a woman of many talents. Granny coaches everything from stage to swing actors to professional athletes. She even has experience playing large-scale events. It's all done behind the scene too, so the industry sees her as a legend, a real genius in her field. Who would have thought we'd end up working with her and Messeldam? Take it you didn't hear about it until the last minute either, huh, Judith? Well, the good news is, now we got a cinematic masterpiece for the ages on our hand. Keep an eye out for the premiere. I got a one, but see it till you get paid in a few days for all your help. No rest for directors there. I hope you'll be able to lay the load of everything else. But sure, in fact, you bought me some time too. The day's shoot out of the way, I should be free until the evening. Alright then, I think we've hung around here long enough. You two ready to roll? First things first, we need to crack down on Armada's legacy, of course. It's easier said than done. We should be able to sniff out some clues in town, though. Let's make the rounds and see what they're untucked. I like to point around Armada's old stomping grounds in particular. Right, as far as Messeldam goes, that place tops the list. Die. And I've spread the word about 4 SPGs like you asked, so we might have a few of those to do. Good deal. While we're at it, we might as well stop by the White Well Inn. There's something in my room I want to show you guys. It must be the new software from my Duke. Very well, we'll drop it at some point as we work through our requests.
All right.
Okay. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Because she kept running away from the ball. You see, Mr. Gordy, I can tweak my performance however you like. No, you played your part to a T, Nina. Just feel like we need a little... Is that how you say je ne sais quoi? Or is that je ne sais quoi? Yeah, to tie things together before cutting to the climax. There's 7X for advice if you need it. The point of this blockbuster crossover is to raise support for the survivors of Real Village, right? Knowing that, I like to help any way I can. Perfection? Perfection, thank you, thank you. My joke books are locked away somewhere, and I haven't got them out in a while. Well, I hope you've been well. Knowing that I like to help in any way I can. Looks like Granny and them are ironing stuff out. Let's not butt in. We've got enough on their plates.
I never realized there were so many people involved in making a movie.
Yeah, it's not just actors and directors out here. Takes a village to make the magic happen.
It is so strange to be back
can I
into the
get for you?
future. Get the fish chowder. Get
Thanks
the
for
chef's
shopping.
salad.
Why, hello there. Let me know if you need anything at all.
Gotta get the prizes and the Taiwo times. Ooh. I was so happy. They added back fishing
anytime.
into this game.
Ah, the Northern Sea. I'm a little surprised it's not too cold out there this time of year.
I think that's because the flow of ocean currents keeps the port ice-free.
It's like a gateway that connects all the northern countries. Like
I've
Oregon,
been, I've been
Lamont,
well.
and Rimafari.
Crap.
Fuck, what button did I?
What's next?
I hit. Okay, I hit a button. I don't remember hitting, and high speed is on. Oops, no,
Seems
sorry.
like a good fishing spot.
Oh, there we go.
Let's do this thing.
Yeah, I've been back and forth doing some other stuff, but here we go.
Nice, I got one.
Well,
This is my so yes, I did move. I did move.
There.
What's the what was the?
That's it.
Yeah, I did move. My mom is selling the house, but she needs somebody here while she gets it fixed up.
I got one.
So staying here sounds like a better idea than having to come back to this house every once in a while just to make sure nobody has kind of broken into it.
There. That's it.
Nope.
Nice, I got one.
I need to see if I can.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
Yeah, the best news is I don't really. I need some more dumplings.
Please come back anytime.
all right.
All right.
Right.
One of these days I will remember. Here we go.
There.
That's nice. I took over. I didn't take over my old room. I took over my sister's room because she had the bigger room.
Nice, I got one.
Nice sword patch. What I was looking for.
All right.
All right.
Right.
Here we go. Yes, and nobody lives here but me, so I have the pickings to any room in this house, and I was so
Don't need to
happy.
be shy now. Come again.
I just gotta make sure nothing in the house catches
Come
fire,
again.
and I'm golden.
Allow me to assist.
Okay, I do not remember how this shit works, so this is gonna be a fun day. Right now things are okay. Yeah, so it's not only me coming back this game. I played Tales of the Sky. Trails in the Sky, the first chapter. So I now not only do I have to remember the game, I also need to remember how
Switching to maintenance mode.
some of this stuff actually work now. It's
Switching to maintenance mode.
I just went back to this game's past, and now I'm back to this game's future. What is this?
Switching to maintenance mode.
For your mom to get up and done. Get some peace for a while. I'll probably be here for maybe a year or two, and then I'll probably move again. The boxes, I took out what I needed, but I left the boxes that I don't need, but I still want to use, are basically locked up, like in the basement and stuff. So I don't have to unpack those when we pack them. This game's good. The games are really excellent.
Switching to maintenance mode.
I love how a lot of these games have evolved where the actual systems that you see me like right now I'm using have evolved since the first game, and they've made it an actual story point. So
Modifying your orbment, are you?
that and the characters themselves are a lot of fun. People say, oh, they kind of get rid of death in the later of the games, which is kind of true. There have been some characters who you thought would die have come back, but there are some deaths still.
Modifying your orbment, are you?
I just love how expansive the world is. Each kind of series takes you to a different part of the world, and it's liberal. Then we go to Crossbell, which is like the small area. Then we get in Bonia, and now we're in Calvard. So we each get like a different section of, the whole world map and how things happen. So like events that happened in the past are now affecting things that are happening now. And then you meet characters that you didn't realize were affected by things that happened before that pop up and go, yeah, we were affected by this. What's the space? The space. Open that up. I'll try to keep the range open. No, Virgo. How about that? Yeah, I love and like all the different casts. Like there's some casts that will overlap, but each game itself has a solid main cast.
But that's a single element slot.
Do I really cast? What do you have?
Modifying your orbment. But that's a
Did I
single
put
element
cast one?
slot.
What do we have for? Yeah, we only have one. Okay.
Shifting to that's a single element slot.
Okay, so this is what the weapon line. Okay. I'm thinking I'm starting to remember what I technically am supposed to be doing. Finally. Because my time in this game is crazy. Okay, this is the drive, right? What about my drive? It's only 3 for his drive, so we gotta be careful. I used to remember all of this, but I don't.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Actually, no, why? Yeah. Yeah. Move that, put that here. Put a, do I have an evade? Sorry, this is probably the most boring part of this game, but I need to.
Hope to see you again. Allow me to assist.
Remember
Modifying your
how I'm
ordnance, are
building
you?
people.
New shard skill added.
Get some Gale boost up in here because he needs it. What's that? Mind? Put mind, but he does have F. Yeah, I have a defense gem on the second one. Do I need that? If it's this what? What is something I don't resist, but yeah, I need Guardian. Okay, I will
Hope to see you again.
probably do that probably in the future because
Allow me to
I'm
assist.
pretty
Hope to
sure
see you
if
again. Allow me to assist.
I leave it, we'll be here all day. Yeah, I'm trying not to make this an entire stream of just me looking at shit and being like, do I need that? Nah, I'll probably do that off screen. Stare at walls for half an hour. Because that is usually how this ends up, like that.
Hope
Okay.
to see you again.
We've managed to
Switching to maintenance mode.
mostly do nothing. All right, let's actually get into this. Yeah, we gotta end first. No, we'll go to the board first. See what our side jobs are.
Let's see what we got.
About 9 years ago, I happened to lose a childhood treasure of mine here at Messeldam. I know the idea seems a little far-fetched, but I was hoping it's still somewhere in the city. Would you be willing to help search for it? We'll be waiting for you inside the chapel. Yep, that's it. Also, I need to freaking change the ass button for high speed, or we'd be running all over this damn place.
May Adios be with us.
So this is where you were. Vesco, right? You're the part of the 4SPG? Quest Solutions. Oh, now you want to do auto. We have to... I don't know how to dismantle the auto suppress. You request that you wanted to help us look for something important to you. What would that be exactly? Right, I suppose that's the best place to start. I'm looking for a music box, one with a little ballerina on top. It has a crank that you can turn by playing music. The ballerina will spin as she's dancing. Oh, I've seen those before. They're so cute. I agree, it's incredibly dear to me when I was a little girl. You see, my father was a busy man. Because I didn't get to see him very often, he decided to have a gift made for me, reminding me of his love. Sounded like he cared for you a great deal. Yes, he did, but unfortunately came a time when he had to depart from Messeldam. I had no choice but to leave the music box behind. It's been on my mind ever since. I've always longed for the day I could come back and look for it. It's only now, 9 years later, that I've finally been able to visit. So you're trying to find the music box while you're still in town? Yes, of course. There's no guarantee that it's still here, but there's even the slightest chance. Even if you can't find the music box itself, any information on where it might be more than enough. Does it sound like something you could help with? I think I got the gist of your request at least. You had no choice but to leave it behind, though. Sounds like something crazy must have happened. Yeah, it does seem a little strange. It's not exactly hard to bring a music box with you. Wish I could tell you more, but I can't. There's nothing really more I can say. I apologize. Well, because of the stuff you can fish, I get it. I'm dealing with the company matters in my own whole business. At the end of the day, you can't really expect us to head on search for a music box without having all the info. Oh, I didn't mean to. No, I'm just making more excuses. You don't have to be so rude about it. It's not that I don't get you skeptical, though. Is there a reason you couldn't ask the police or the bracers for help? Before not to complicate the situation personally, I want my music box back. I did think about trying to find it on my own, but I'm a bit hesitant to go wandering around town. Looks like we need to help you out. It's only up to our leader here. What do you think, man? Let's see. Yeah, observation about telling the truth, but it doesn't feel like she's a life or death situation. Still, something's bugging me. If that stopped me before, per se, what to do? Take it. I'll put it in town. Thank you so much. Your boys, how much this means to me. Anything else you can tell us about this music box? Seriously, any info will be helpful. But my wings can be a bit hazy at times, but I'll try my best. As I mentioned, it's a music box with a little ballerina on top. I think it's made, if I remember correctly, I was told it came from a famous workshop here in Messeldam. Must be the overall factory across from the bathhouse. Sounds like there should be a place we start asking around. Let's get going then. Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Okay, time to get to work.
I know I put this on auto, but I don't think my tongue can handle that. That's me speaking like I'm in suckling succotash. Ooh, the bathhouse. I know Van loves bathhouses, so you probably stick by there. Although I do have to say, who doesn't enjoy a good hot spring trip, right? Who doesn't enjoy good hot springs? Nate, right? Nice to meet you. Detective Nate.
Right back at you, Judith. Fancy meeting you here. I guess those rumors about you being in town for a shoot were... Hold on a second! It doesn't explain what the rest of you were doing in Messeldam.
Well, on work trip, same as you, I wager. Let me guess, setting up after our models turning out to be more than just a year-end job? Well, you really know how to hit the mark. I tell you, writing up every organization on their fringe is a slog. We've been making the West ever since we arrived early last month. Most of all, they got 6 of us guys grabbing up one woman at the end. It's like obsession. We'll explain this, see if we can get him to spill a few beans. So you bought in Edith's best and brightest, huh? The burden of resignation must be a breeze after that. Well, like I said, it just comes easy to me. But the police can't take all the credit. The guild and the CID are in high gears on this too. Naturally, we couldn't follow them all as stragglers. Same goes for any groups that so much as shaking hands with them. Then you can just focus on feeling really free, Judith. Good to hear. In other words, they haven't found anything worth mentioning. If that's the case, why haven't you gone back to the capital yet? We're talking about pretty wide-reaching mafia here. So a few bits and bobbles that needs clearing up, and that's the final parts of the cash flow. But hey, they're just less of it. What makes us the best and brightest? Oh, I see. Guess that means people know about our model legacy, so it should fly. It gives us the gift of things. Hit us up if you have any new info, Mr. Best and Brightest. Sure thing, leave it to me. Hey, wait a minute, should I have to share information with you guys? Think I'm long enough. Don't sweat the small stuff. Okay. Lazy shadow of the past needs to go away. We need to... I'm gonna hold that. Just toggling off. Oh. Okay, so it's all one that toggle stuff. That's good to know.
Can I help you?
Yes you can. Give me one. Oh, it's Prescott. Oh, for pie. Is it okay, tell me you equipped your truck with that? You know, I've heard the marching gun thing. It's pretty incredible. I'd honestly like to take a look myself. My Mare Bear?
Yeah, I heard you. Sheesh, overload your hollows much? Though admittedly, I'm just as curious about this virtual space as the rest of you. I'll treat you this once, but don't get used to it.
What was it? That'll reach out to our team and have them log in for...
Katra, Judith, long time no see.
Yes. I guess it has been a while, huh? Though I can't say I expected us to reunite in virtual reality.
My thoughts exactly. It's a bit of an odd feeling.
You've been busy getting ready for the school festival, right? Glad it hasn't taken the pep out of your step. But enough about that. You two must be Swin and Nadia.
That's us. I know this is a lot to take in all at once, but it's nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about the Arkwright Solutions team, too.
Let's see. On one side is the famous movie star Judith Lanster, and the other, that whiz kid who skipped a bunch of grades at Basel Institute. It's Katra, right? I'ma just shorten that to QT. Anyone ever say how adorable you are? And don't even get me started on the way Judith fills a room. It's not like I don't trust S to be faithful, but I'd better start upping my riz just to be sure.
Upping your what? Can we stay on topic, please?
Usually all regular comedians. Like quite so in this QT thing. You both seem to be nice people. That's a relief considering our track records with other members of the Gardens. Definitely, I've seen firsthand how reliable they can be. Just to put a note, those two are assassins from the Gardens. Pretty much explained to you earlier. But we need all the help we can get in here, yours included, like. It'll be my pleasure. Renee is lending his aid, so I have no reason to withhold mine. Interested in my hand, especially if there are any chances of this being related to the incident at the Capitol. Besides, I've got to stay in shape both as Grimcat and as an actress. It'll be a lot on my plate, but it won't stop me. I'm impressed they managed to build a virtual space on this scale, almost like an expansion of the battle simulator we used before. Personally, I find this sort of thing fascinating, so feel free to call on me at any time. Hey folks, jumping right into the management gun, huh? Well, you did put a formal request. Sounds like you're waiting for it, though. Or something you wanted to share? Well, yeah, actually, finished analyzing those shard tokens you found in your last expedition. Turns out they have a function that can process and restore some of the data loss the Gutton's going through right now. Hold on a sec, I'm not really following you here. let me dumb it down to a little more. Tokens you collected, the more we analyze the source, the more, yeah. Plus, it's a net you a whole bunch of rewards that can be used in both in real and virtual rewards. No reason not to try it out, right? I mean, I already added features to the mail for you. Or you work fast, but yeah, I get the gist of it now. May as well give it a whirl, I suppose. Your previous this with items that can be used in the Mr. Cube analysis.
Okay, it's time for some fun.
Use the S tokens you tamed and then mystical cubes. Okay.
Let me show you what I'm made of.
Hold the X button to analyze the cube. You can just keep doing that. This is just.
On to the next.
Oh, yeah, that's all data.
Target analyze. Not done yet. We did it. On to the next.
The swim skill zone and Agnes skill zone and Kincaid skill zone.
Not done yet.
Oh, we got some music too. We got, oh, this is, this is the gotcha.
There you have board detected. Not done yet.
Kincaid Tower.
We did it. Not done yet. You'll need some more tokens. I think I deserve a thank you.
Pretty nice, pretty nice. We got attack 1, shield 1, cast 1, EP cut 1, verse, band skills gone, and Agnes skills gone, Kincaid, Swims, Quartz, and Judith skills gone. And we get some accessories. Looks like this went over the hitch. And buy those skill stones you just got are funding so they can be used to beef up your individual crafts expatriate. But then we got a program to do the enhancing, so give it a whirl. I'll be like, seriously? What should we think of next? Are we supposed to get out of all that again? Insert the discover means of improving individual proficiency levels. Might be worth taking a moment to verify effective processes. Yeah. Oh, so I can upgrade his stats. Cool. I like heated war. I'm gonna upgrade heated war.
Go.
It's max. And then the repeat skill.
Let's go.
Now I can be even more useful. Time for an upgrade.
Let's make it stronger.
This will serve me even better.
All polished up.
It's been upgraded.
Let's polish this up.
Cool. Good one tiny detail. I've also made it so you can find shard tokens people and portals people child church. Well, that's filling one of those. But I thought shard tokens was something we collected in virtual reality. Yeah, about that. We don't know if it's a bug, but there's been showing up on data fragments in World War II. They can be used and gone just fine, so be sure if you could gather as many of them as you can. It's kind of concerning development. Tell me about it. Honestly, to goodness, we don't really know what's going on here either. As for the portals, there are things called nodes around either for the orbital waves or mega concentrated. Attack lets you configure those hotspots into virtual help battles. Once you have one up and running, it can be used to get easy access to motion gun. No dedicated terminal required. Thing is believing though, so I just sent you some info on portal capability locations nearby. Turn on your search sets and take a look around. Honestly, I'll tell lots, but sure, right when we get the chance. And portals up on the gun. Okay. Let's carry on.
Will do.
All right.
In a pretty canal.
So we're going this way.
Don't worry, guys. This bathhouse
Nothing
does,
beats a
in
hot
fact, come complete with a sweet, sweet sauna.
So, you looked into that before coming here, huh? Why am I not surprised?
Can't get me being ran in his.
That's the stuff.
Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
It's so nice and warm in here. That sure perked me up.
Come see us again.
Nothing like
Nice.
a good hot bath.
You always want. Take a little. Oh, what? You gotta hit top
Got
it.
a question for you.
About you? Do you actually know some? Why not if I happen to come across our paperwork recently, so yes, I do. But so to make things easier, let's start with the simpler stuff then. I'm guessing it was your shop that made the music box? That's right, it was actually crafted by my grandfather. The request for it was made roughly a decade ago. They also mentioned it was a present for the customer's daughter who wanted to be a ballerina. But it didn't seem an issue for the man who ordered it, though I imagine he must have been well up and comer. That's why my grandfather felt so much pressure to make it perfect. But all of his know-how into that thing, I don't think there was a single piece he was more proud of. It sounds like this was more of a luxury item than I think. It really is, considering the last time I looked over, I managed to see her face at 10th Mirror. You seen it before? Just last month, actually. I'm not sure if you're pleased to hear this or not, but a big dealer bought it in. Wondering for some parts from the. Talk about coincidence. I didn't realize it was my grandfather work when I was doing his signature on the back. That got me digging through old documents in the first place. Anyway, your best bet is probably going to be at the antique dealer. No telling if he still has the music box though. But if the pairs were last month, he may have already sold it. I suppose at least we try to find him though. Yeah, you know if the guy's still in the area. I've seen him around, sure, but I'll be careful if I were you. He's not exactly known for being reputable type. What is that? He buys some of his goods through black market. Even to hear that he was dealing over us at the underground club in the back streets. Black market goods, huh? That does bode well. If it's only lead to what we got right now. Come on, we're to the club. Thanks for the oven, Ivan. Hey, buddy, what's the rush? I don't know if I can do this. I'll tell you, this job ain't no easy walk in the park. Guy I worked for took me under his ring back in my street punk days, so can't leave him out to dry. Not much longer, time to get my ass in gear. Oh, it's pretty nice of him. He helped lift you up, and now you're helping his business.
This place seems different from the rest of the town.
These are the back streets of Messeldam. I hear this place is kinda sketch.
Makes sense. Almada's old HQ was right around here after all.
You think tell when you end? Not yet. What the hell is that damn brat? Just look up posted every way in and out of the city. I get no place to run. Find him. We'll have him turn over every last walk in the streets. Someone's coming. You know the drill. What's up with those two? Sounds like we're in the middle of a manhunt. Something smells off about this. Let's focus on our investigations for now. We need to get a handle on the situation in Messeldam.
Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun?
I'm sorry, lady.
All right.
I'm good.
Will do.
All right, right.
This isn't your everyday establishment. Not, but places like these are so far back for underworld intel. It's about the side of it. Would you rather wait outside, kiddo? There's no need to cuddle me. It's the middle of the day, so we just take 3 mocktails. Run away, sir. Otherwise, bars even offer non-alcoholic drinks. Depends on the joint, but it's not too uncommon while it still lights out. Pretty tasty, just right for an afternoon pick-me-up. Have to agree. You got some killer skills, barkeep. It's very flattering, sir. I'm just talking cocktails, by the way. Hard to tell by looks alone, but you're packing a lot of muscle in that uniform. I also noticed that the instant you sneak out the door and customers that's more vigilance than a typical bartender needs. I take that you double as a club's bouncer? I'm lost for words. Are you perhaps involved in some form of detective work? There's only one way to put it. You know what happened to be next Jaeger caught Robertson, would you? Or true stories from Dingo. You acquainted with him? That was a telling response. So you knew each other too? It's as you soon. I'm Robson. Dingo has done much for me in the past. It's sure what became of him. So you already knew the news? Even now, I struggle to believe it. Since you're a close friend of his, it would be my pleasure to accompany you wherever I can. That being said, I would advise you not to bring his name up in front of the owner. Something happened between them? In a sense, our club's highest earner used to be a hostess by the name of Mistress. That's the lady from the Blacklight District. Mistress, huh? No, she and Jenga got in credit. Sounds like there's more to the story. Guess it's too openly, but at the time, Mistress was being blackmailed to doing the owner's building. Jenga was the one who pulled every trick in the book to secure her freedom. It would seem the owner harbors a grudge over it this very day. Damn, hell of a history. Brings your investigation here, if I may ask. I'll be happy to answer any question you have to best my ability, Mr. Tommy Van. I'm a Springer from the capital. Ah, one from the rumors. I'm here with Mr. Dunn to find something. So we're out during the info gathering. We noticed any sketchy developments here lately, particularly our relations to Armada. Police was scouring this place as part of their own investigation not too long ago. But as far as I'm aware, they didn't discover anything of note. In truth, however, the owner has worked for Armada on numerous past occasions. It was only ever to line his own pockets, however, so he's likely ignorant of the inner workings. If you want, he's crafty enough to keep the police from diving into him too deeply. They actually gave him the slip. Sounded like interrogating him won't get as much in otherwise anyway, then. There are many others in town that are also connected to Armada in some shape or form. In most cases, however, it seems that they were threatened or exploited. The only people who knows what went on in Armada would be those working directly under them. But the way I understand it, each and every member was arrested at the end of last year. And in the sense of my knowledge, I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. No, this gives us a much better grasp of yeah. Definitely save us some trouble down the road. Pleased to hear. Well, here's your again if you need anything else. Heck, if you don't, we just might stop by for some more drinks. Save you a spot at the counter. This man. It is.
May I help you? Thank you.
Sir, it is 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Go to work, sir. Go to work. Only guy at a strip joint. Oh, got tokens. I'm all down for change the owner of this place one bit. He's gonna make a pastry out of this. Make a pastry out of this year. That is in my business. Here to make as much money as I can while he keeps the doors open. That's the long and short of it.
Indeed.
You tell yourself, Tiffany.
Got a question for you.
You gotta make your money and get out before he crashes and burns. You know, this would be big of a deal, but I got a feeling the owner won't take too kind of us asking a lot of questions. Easy to see if any of the dancers know something. Excuse me, miss. Okay, tip for me, mister? Feel free to put out anyone you want. That's not what we're here for. If possibly like to ask you something. Act like he's all grown up, but he still has just a look at her. Saying that we're looking for an antique dealer. Are you looking for that guy, are you? I'm pretty sure he's here today. Yeah, it sounds like we're in luck. But where is he? I haven't seen anyone matching the description so far. Hey, that's the guy just walked out of the bathroom. Yep, that's him. He's probably got some business with the owner today. Stop by to sell his wares. Yes, everyone now and then uses this place as a sort of hunting ground. Find suckers who are into buy and go drunk, then pulls them into another one for sales pitch. Hey, here's a little shady, but he's also a great tipper. That makes him okay in my book. I say thank you. You've been very helpful. All right, then, let's see what this guy got to say. What is 2 p.m. on our lunch break? And exactly what this man is.
Got a question for you.
The music box with a ballerina on top. Finally get off my hands, and now someone takes an interest. You sold it? Yep, gave it to a new owner a few days ago. Sorry, pal. I'm fair at that. I think it might be so simple. Might tell us who sold it to? The original owner is looking for it. The original owner, huh? She said I don't want nothing more to do with that mess. It was some old lady. Pretty sure I saw her wandering around by the docks this morning. I think she's wearing a lion scarf. Thanks for the tip. By the way, what do you mean by get it off your hands? From what we heard, the former owner of the Orbital factory put a whole load of effort into that thing. The old man was pretty famous at his trade, wasn't he? I can't expect people to be banging down your door for it. Well, I thought the same thing. Hell, that's why I bought it in the first place. I even bought it down to the club to try to sell it to somebody who might be into an intake. The thing is, every one of them told me that music box comes with a lot of baggage. Baggage, what do you mean by that? Sorry, lady, but if I tell you, I'll be wrapped up in myself. Anyway, to make a long story short, I couldn't sell it to some sleazeball. I figured I'd just target your average Joe instead. And that's fine, I managed to get rid of it. I'm not sure how you feel about selling something like sketchy with a sketchy history to the general public. Anyway, we should try and find that old lady and see what she can tell us. If we're lucky, we might be willing to make a trade. Sounds like a plan. He said he was looking over the docks, right? Let's take a look. Alright, but before we go, this is the only man in the strip club. He's here for tater tots and that. That's right, tater tots and that.
Will do.
Let's go.
Wanna have a little fun?
If you're wondering why I keep flipping characters, I keep forgetting which button is the it's the one button?
Ocean is just as lovely in winter, isn't it?
Oh, this is her.
Let me ask you something.
Music box for ballerina? Oh yes, I actually posted something like that the other day. Looks like we're on the right track. Which brought me back fond memories of mine. I was so moved when I saw it, I thought surely Adios must be cutting my hand. So it brought back a fond memory. You see, I used to teach ballet several years ago. So you say ballet is ballet? Yeah, I don't know. Of course, it's been over a decade by now. When they get a little girl I used to teach brought in that exact music box. He said her father had given it to her and it was her prized possession. Oh, she should have seen the glow on her face. a bit surprised by how lavish it was, but just seeing her enthusiasm was enough to make me smile. How lavish. Fortunately, a lot happened after that. Her family was separated and everything in the home was auctioned off. When I saw it, I could hardly believe something so dear to her had been sold along with everything else. So why not buy it myself in case I get a chance to return it? Her family was separated? I wonder what happened. Wait a minute, the girl you're talking about must be... Yes, there's no doubt about it. Did this son of yours happen to be named Francesca? Oh, how did you know? I think you get a clear picture here. Told the other woman about the request made by Francesca. Goodness, what a wonderful coincidence. The audience really was calling me to buy that music box. My house isn't very far from here. Let's go and get it for you all. Be great. Sorry again for all the trouble. Why not make the walk by yourself? We don't mind tagging along. Group helped the old lady back to her house to retrieve the music box. Afterwards, the group headed to the chapel together to see Francesca. Oh my old belly. Is the tea silent or something? Because I always thought the tea was silent, but maybe not. I'll never see you again. All too long. I miss you so much. If no one else, I would hope I at least get to see you again someday. Both the very same. It would be little more than happenstance. I'm very pleased to see you again. Look how you've grown. You've become such a fine young lady. He says just as quick to tears as when you were little, however. Oh, you were 9 years long. I'm getting a little misty on myself. You must be overjoyed. So you get together, ladies. I got the music box you were looking for right here. Mind checking to make sure we have the right one? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so wrapped up in the moment. Yes, yeah, let me take a look. Yes, that's it. That's the one my father gave me. Beautiful. I can tell your dad really care about making you happy. The melody is really nice as well. The crank turns just fine, so you need to worry about the inner mechanism being broken. That's a relief. I can tell you how much it means for me to have this back, and to think you even brought my own my old teacher along. I don't know why I said music. There's no music in there. Don't know how I'd be able to repay you. Thank you so much for all you've done. No thanks needed, beyond the free for services. You know, I actually thought the music box might be the other thing we were looking for. I didn't catch a single whiff of anything fishy, so I guess not. You thought it was related to Armada? Wonder what made you think that it was just a nice gift from her father. Let's go. Okay, ma'am. It just fixes what's happened to her. A few wonders with Armada in the past. It wasn't until we went in a middle investigation that I started to realize what's actually going on. See, so you figured it out already. To be honest, having to keep it from you was starting to eat me up inside. It's okay, I'd like to explain. Yes, there are clues over here, so that would be great. Years ago, my father was the most powerful man in most of the time's criminal underworld. His name was... Wasn't he killed when the other boss took over? In Wick? I can say that name correctly. What does that mean? Bringing Dinko's notes. Your father had the music box made for you over a day ago, and then a year later, Dantes took over Armada. I suppose all this took place while your dad was still at the top of the underworld then. Your Honor, rumors I've heard about him weren't great. You're right, my father did many horrible things while he was with Armada. He used to be a traitor, but his craftiness got the better of him and eventually led to him to take over the Mafia. These days, he'd be considered a bit player in the grand scheme of things. There were a time when he was good even outside the city. But my mother, I only knew him as a kind and gentle soul. Just like what he did for me when the music box, all he ever wanted was for us to be happy. But people aren't always what you see on the surface, that's for sure. Yes, even so, the people of this town hold his name in contempt. To this day, there are many who carry a grudge against him. I was scared of what they might do if they found out who I was. And that's why you didn't want to ask anyone else for the help, right? Yes. Oh no, we read something in the notes a while back. It was that all of Rinka's family and connections were killed. People were the man that Francesca was the only one who survived. 9 years ago, my parents risked their lives to help me escape. However, in a town completely under Armada control, so no oil for me to go. That's when an informant came to save me. He told me it was the least he could do to make amends for selling info to Dantes. That sounds like Dingo. Yeah, must have been him. Even from beyond the grave, Dingo has been damn. I love the fact they keep, Dingo was just more than just a reporter. He was a hero. He was here altogether without, the ability to fight back about all that stuff. He was helping people along the way he could. That's amazing. He did only somebody Dantes thought highly of could have gotten her out alive. So it doesn't make sense. But you mean Dingo? Yeah, he was working in Edith as a reporter for a while. Still did informant work on the site though. Me being experienced, it makes sense for us to do business, but in some ways she was also kind of like an older brother. This has been an incredible day of coincidences. I owe him a debt of gratitude as well. You see, several days after the tragedy we fell with our family, Dingo appeared to me once more to say, Francisco wanted me to tell you something. He wanted me to know that she was safe, but warned me to act though she was dead. Ever since then, I kept Francisco in my heart. I can only pray that we might one day, or we may meet again someday. I see, make this reunion all the sweeter, huh? Is it possible that Dingo's still in the capital? I was hoping I would find him someday. He seduced me to a family that took me in as a foster child. Not for his connections, I might never have had a family again. Unfortunately, searching for him while Amaro was still around was too dangerous. I was great at never telling him how grateful I was. Well, what's wrong? Dingo passed away. It happened last year while he was trying to follow up on Armada. In the end, it's because of the information he left us that we were able to fight back against Dantes. Yeah, the guy was one hell of a reporter, that's for sure. Even helped me out sometimes too. A lot what I know is through hearsay, but he seemed like a really great guy. I remember he saved Marielle when a politician targeted her for digging into his affairs. Yeah, he was the kind of guy who always one step ahead of everybody else. So flawless you almost hated him for it. He cared about other people to a fault. No matter what happened, he always knew you could count on him. Besides, on what he did for you, I guess he's always been like that. Yes, even though he tried to feign disinterest, I could tell he was a gentle soul. But why? Why did it have to happen to someone like him? I'm lost. Everything because of Mara, and now Dingo too? I never even got to thank him. Francisca. No heads to. Everything will be alright. Wherever he is now, I'm sure he knows how you feel. Fucking Dingo's a man, y'all. Pour one out for a boy Dingo up there. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so emotional. I'm sure he meant a lot more to you than he did to me. Got nothing to apologize for. Need to know there's one more person out there who misses him just as much as we do. But God found the courage to come to Messeldam. I've gotten back so much for what I lost, irreplaceable things, and all thanks to you. Despite knowing what Dingo is gone now, if I can't thank you in person, at least I can do is continue to live my life looking forward. That sounds like a good plan. I'm sure that what he'll want it for you too. That was something unexpected. Yeah, glad we decided to take on a case though.
That's one job behind us.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Dingo was the man. Dingo had that hawk spot.
May Adios be with us.
Okay.
Okay, what we got left? 2 spots to check out, and then probably push on to the next story bit. Oh, would you put them white? Is what they look like? Grab one, and then once you can see them. Imagine so. judging by the virtual and virtual rotor, although having said that, say this goes was an AR than VR. Oh, someone's in the know. You're right. This here tech is a damper of augmented reality. With it, you can find more spots like these in a handful of places around either if you can convert them into portals. From now on, it's all prepped to go. Mojo's support is finally ready for lunch. And what's that exactly? There's a little virtual service we're offering to help with things besides clearing floors in the garden. You can peek next time you go online, okay? Yeah, we found a portal. Let me get the pie. The salad.
All right.
Okay.
It's nice to hear a story about Dingo helping another person. I miss the dude. According to our intel, this should be Armada's old headquarters, but it seems like what I was expecting. Yeah, if the place got abandoned, it fell under police jurisdictions. Once Armada, well, the picture they put up building up for the auction, and another company snatched it up. Some people just have too much money to throw around. They did some remodeling by the looks of it. Sometimes it says Psych Arms. Wait, didn't they show up in Orion? Oh, wait, those guys. To the public, they're just an up-and-coming manufacturer, but dig deeper, the crooked practice abound. Women said that they develop and produce illegal weaponry, distribute organisms on the black market, and more. Legal Notebook even mentioned they were suppliers to Armada. Guess you've been investigating them too, huh? Cool. Couldn't help myself after everything that happened. Still, they think they would buy up Armada's whole property. Definitely shitty, but it's not like they were working directly under Armada. Yeah, all their dealings aside, the company was run outside of Calvard. On top of that, the building's been searched by police several times over. Can't really see them leaving any traces of Armada behind. Means it's no longer see. Oh well, wanna try somewhere else? Yes, let's.
Okay. Next ship should be.
Will do. Let's go.
Okay.
One of these days.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Oh, hello.
Let's do this thing.
Anything here? Let's switch punch. I have everything.
All right.
Let's
I have
go.
all the fishing. You know, I play Harvest Moon just to fish these days. Like, give me a farming game, get me some good fishing, and you have me as a customer. Like, I would virtual reality fish. I think fishing's probably one of my favorites. Whoa there.
Sorry. Pardon me.
Someone's in a hurry. So much he failed to notice us in his way. No one's had him so worked up. If our back streets might be worth taking a look around there later. Yeah, like fishing is one of my, as I said before, fishing is one of my favorite activities to do.
This theater plays all kinds of movies, including independent films.
Oh, really? Then movie fans must be in love with this place.
They do hold one of the film festivals here. It tracks that they'd want to appeal to film buffs.
Oh yeah, it's one of my fishing IOL favorite. One of my favorite activities is to fish. It just sucks that I get seasick badly. So it's not always a good time, but I do enjoy fishing, and I would love to like fish on the side. Like, if I would ever live, I'll talk about it later. Well, I've been a Wookiee lawyer with a budding sense of justice involved in case regarding the attempted murder of a homeless man. Defendant is a high school student named Eric, who was arrested on suspicion of assaulting the man with a steel pipe. He professes his innocence, however, claiming he was not unconscious when he's stumbling upon the scene of the crime. Eric also has testified that he's clearly remembering the face of his assailant. His name is Borgel, who just so happens to be a major witness for the prosecution and heir to a large local business. Rumor mills paints Virgil as a man with a violent streak, but he has thus far eluded the eyes of the law due to his father's influence. In this case, his father applies pressure on the local authorities and the prosecutor's office to give Virgil's testimony's presence in court. He also throws his weight around with other parties involving, including the law firm Woman works for. That is his letter to he told her. Unwilling to let this monkey of justice go any further, she makes her final stand in the courtroom.
As you can see, my client wasn't captured on the security cameras until after Virgil had arrived at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I'm calling the veracity of Virgil's statement into question. I don't believe he arrived in the nick of time to stop the attack. Furthermore, his claim about prying the pipe out of my client's hand strikes me as odd, considering his fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the weapon. In light of these contradictions, I think we can safely conclude Virgil's testimony is a sham.
Don't just sit there, Father. Do something! Stop her from spewing this nonsense!
I never thought such vital evidence would come out in the final hearing! Objection! This is clearly a stall tactic on the part of the defense. It's time we brought this farce of a trial to an...
Objection overruled. This evidence sheds new light on the case. The trial will proceed. I do not want to leave even a single stone unturned. Not at this juncture.
That filthy little lawyer's ruining everything. Damn her.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. You believed in me, even when no one else would. But if this all goes south, won't you be in danger?
I'll be all right. Trust me. I'm not backing down until we get that not guilty verdict. People with power and wealth are not above the law. I swear on my badge, I will not allow them to taint our legal system.
The betrayal of a victim suffering from false accusation from the people in positions of power was unfortunately very true to life. Film may be ended with very acquittal, but in the real world, many people in the position are wrongfully evicted. Another reason why we need lawyers who still seek out the truth and also expose the people who try to suppress it. Though I get that easier said than done. That's why conducting proper physical investigation is so important. As a researcher myself, I want to do what I can to improve the technology that aids them. Watching that makes me remember how stressed I was during filming. I had to reread the script over and over again. There was so much legal jargon, and some of those lines were really hard to deliver naturally. It took a lot of practice to get them down pat. Yeah, I get it. Even if that lawyer's character was wet behind the ears, she's still comfortable using the vernacular. I did interviews with real lawyers who want to see some live trials in order to prepare for the role. It was real education and pretty fun to boot. Hey, other athletes showed you your performance. You look right at home in the role. You decide committed pushers. So they still do movies. That's good.
I'm really looking forward to the film festival.
want to have a little fun?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Damn brat! Giving us the runaround!
You'd best hand over that briefcase if you want to get out of here in one piece.
Oh yeah? Sounds a little overkill to me. How's it hanging, fellas? Pretty ballsy raising a ruckus like this in broad daylight.
Clearly, you're no upstanding citizens if you're pointing a blade at a child. So, what's it gonna be? Wanna try your luck with the cops? Or us?
Shit! It's that Spriggan from the capital! And he's got his lackeys with him.
Oh?
You know about us? Word of our 4 SPGs must have clued you in. Evidently, we can't be too careful.
And let's get one thing straight here. I am not his lackey. I'm barely even an employee.
Liking makes a difference. Anyone who gets in our way is gonna end up 6 Sarge under.
6 Sarge under.
Weapons. These punks might be on the same level as Jaegers. No need to hold back. Let's beat them down quick.
Roger that.
Deploying shards! Beginning combat test.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Get strong!
Not getting away. Blast off!
You're dead!
Go, Catra!
Now's your chance to boost.
Output maximized. Cannon!
Oh yeah. I missed.
Now or never.
Can I get this to spread out to all 3 of them?
For sect arms!
No, just 2.
Judith!
Twilight kick!
Oh, I got one.
Chance!
You off-guard the man who's been hitting you.
Initiating drive.
You're dead!
You'll be sorry. Come at me.
You're dead!
Patra, your turn.
How am I missing that one?
Output maximized. Satellite cure.
Seriously, how am I missing? It's one of them.
You're dead!
It's go time.
Initiating skill.
This one's gonna knock your socks off. I hope you're ready.
Pounce.
Now for the climax. Grim Knight Wall.
Boost gauge expanded.
She gonna waltz on me any time of the day.
Finish him, Dan.
Developer.
Wait, oh yeah.
It's over! You're crushed! Forgive me!
Chief developer. Our chance.
Activating skill.
You're dead! Chance!
How can I miss a blind man?
Skill.
You're dead!
You'll be sorry.
Initiating skill. Here's a little more.
Forgive me! Chief Developer.
They weren't all that tough, but their firearms sure packed a punch.
Bet they did. If my suspicions are correct, those weapons might be...
You alright, kid?
Yeah, not a scratch on me. I'd have been a goner if it weren't for you 3. Thank you so much for saving... Whoops!
There they go. All over the street, too.
Slow your roll a sec, alright? It's not like we're gonna run off on...
Van? Wait, that's...
Oh, fast ass shit yet, so. Happy Pedro. I'm pretty good. How are you doing so fast yet so slow? How are you today? Today.
Luca, was it? You said you're looking for your old man?
That's right. It's been about 3 months since he went missing. It wasn't all that unusual at first. He'd always hop from job to job doing whatever work he could get. But eventually, I knew I had to track him down. Even Mom could tell something was up. Dad left this briefcase in his room, and I figured it might point me in the right direction. But then...
Those shifty-looking men appeared, and they've been tailing you ever since.
And then you got
Backstreets
shot.
or not, they wouldn't have cornered you like that unless the situation called for it. Don't you have any idea what this is about?
Not that I can say for sure.
That's so. Sounds to me like his pops got tangled up with the wrong side of the law.
I've been meaning to ask. You guys are professional problem solvers, right? Maybe you can help me find my dad? Or, better yet, we could all go look for him together.
Luca.
Except, I don't have much Mira on me. Aw, now what do I do?
Financial troubles aside, those thugs might try and come after you again. I'd feel a lot better if he had an adult with him, but... What's your call, Van?
There's definitely more going on here than meets the eye. But I'm sorry, Luca. I can't take your case.
Is it because I don't have the money? Or because I'm still a kid?
Nah, that's not the issue. The fact is, your dad's been MIA for 3 months. This is exactly the kind of thing the guild and police are equipped to handle. Better to go to your local authorities before resorting to some spriggan from out of town.
I get what you mean. It's just...
That's an odd reaction.
Chin up. Who knows? We might stumble into some info on your dad out there. In which case, we'll get in touch. How's that sound?
I'm a little disappointed, but... I understand. Let me know if you hear anything. Anything at all.
It's a promise. But in return, you have to promise us not to run into any more danger alone. Deal?
Deal! You guys stay safe, too.
You've been good? That's good to hear. And days like these, being good is all we can be. Yeah, not much room for an arm assault with all the foot traffic this place gets. You think Luca's dad was caught up in something shady? Without a doubt. I mean, this is kind of the place for shady, so 9 out of 10 times, probably shady. These streets won't turn squeaky clean overnight just because the mafia was wiped out. Messeldam's always been one on the west side, but that recent shift is making more waves and ripples. Luca's getting jumped might be another aftershock of Armada's big fall. But a hunch this would lead back to them. Bound to whenever the underworld comes up. The biggest tip-off was the photo. It was the first Genesis, the one Agnes had. Coupled with Luca's pop having criminal ties in the city Armada called home, that all points to one thing. You think his father was part of the ranks? For all of the members in custody? Armada was a huge syndicate, not possible for a few stragglers slipped through the cracks. Not to mention the city was the base of population for a long while. So there are plenty of spots to lie low. This is going to get better and better. Best investigating. You might learn something about the legacy in the process, but what we tell Luca, he seems to be unaware of what his father was involved in. But again, he may have had an inkling judging by his reaction earlier. Yeah, no matter how well his pops kept things on the side, Luca still hesitated when the police and bases came up. Not sure he has the stomach to unmask the whole ugly truth. Not enough for us to take care on his crest anyway. That's just the spring and rain, I guess. What's our next move? We can't afford to drag our feet with these goons closing in. No way around it, one of us is going to need to flex our connections. What you get me for? Oh, you don't mean the very first Gimcat in a frame connoisseur? I have no idea how to say that word. Bygone days. Even as a reach Kyrie, she seems like a powerful ally to have in our corner. I have to admit, Granny does stay on top of what goes on behind closed doors. She's practically got a sixth sense of when something's fishy is brewing, no matter how big or small. To this day, she'll go sticking her nose into other people's business whenever the mood strikes her. Wait, I think I started to get it now. Yep, chances are a sudden interest in your latest gig isn't just surface level. It is at least worth asking her about. You're not giving her too much of a choice, are you? Why might gear still on lean on her, but it's probably our best bet right now. I knew you'd come around. Shall we head to the shooting location then? Although now I think of it, didn't they say they're going to move somewhere else? Yep, assuming things are on schedule, it should be close by. Let's go take a look around. I love that everything's a family affair, but
Will do.
All right, right.
things stay in the family business.
Oh, it's...
Just to make sure I'm not
this way.
Okay. I wanted to make sure if that was a way out of town, do I take it to another area? Or is it just blocked off for now?
Not this way. Oops.
Because you never know. I might get my ass handed to me. Can I watch another movie?
For your visit today. The showing on screen 1 will soon begin. Please silence your phones and enjoy the film.
But yes, don't mention it. Touching out Mayo's apartment. Stop. Wow. Talk about a good celebrity. Listen, we got a lot of these. Just in case I shed it on some, just in case I did something I shouldn't have.
What? Their boat's already at the harbor?
That document was forged, Ron. You have to hurry. As for me, I'll try to find out where they're headed.
Don't, Michelle! You've already risked enough!
Where'd everyone go? What's happening?
Michelle! Are you there? Michelle!
And cut!
Amazing, Nina. I can't believe you landed that in just one take.
Consider me blown away. You were perfect from the second we started rolling.
Well, I couldn't have done it without everyone's input. Oh, Mr. Gotti, what did you think?
I can't speak for Lom, but that was everything I envisioned and more! Eureka! I've just come up with a follow-up scene so marvelous, so spectacular, it'll knock your socks off!
Director, please!
More additional photography? Cut us some slack, sir.
This man knows how to make his movies.
And you brought Van and Katra.
Hiya, Nina.
Sounds like things are coming along.
Nina Finley.
I wanted to thank you all again for helping out with today's shoot. Because of you, my first role opposite Judith is on the road to success.
Glad to hear it. But you should give yourself most of the credit.
Agreed. I'm starting to see why everyone was so charmed by your character in Wolves Requiem.
That's very kind of you to say. This is my first time doing a crossover, though, so I'm still a little unsure of myself.
It'll be a challenge, but I've got high hopes for you. Let's see how far we can take this thing.
Right. We'll give them a performance to remember.
Hey, Nina! There's something I wanted to run by you.
Yes, sir. I'll be right there.
Duty calls. We'll catch up later, okay?
Of course. See you on the set.
Man, that girl's got it made. Already a star, but with potential to spare.
It hurts to admit, but you're right. Just when I think I've seen it all, she throws me for another loop. I need to start upping my game before she upstages me.
Ha! Now that's what I like to hear.
Granny!
Seems sharing the spotlight with Nina was just the kick in the pants you needed. Stick to that attitude and you'll get through my special boot camp just fine.
She's already been on the screen twice, and I always love her.
Super stealth already. And besides, with how packed the production schedule is, you'll be way too busy to train me. Right?
Don't hold back on my account. Chances like these don't grow on trees, after all.
All right, I'll do it, okay? Just stop giving me that look.
I think I understand why Judith is so daunted by her.
You can really tell who wears the pants in the family.
You two are those temps they brought in for the shoot earlier, aren't you? What business does a Spriggan have with me? Something tells me you're not looking for acting tips.
Locked already, huh? I reckon it wasn't Judith who filled you in.
You'd be right. I've been wise to the scuttlebutt on you for some time. Now, why don't you share what's on your mind?
I see something. I wish I could do voices. I would love to do voices, but I already have this one voice. I see something sketchy afoot. That's for certain. It talks about the legacy of Almana. But I can't say the same about them having stragglers. In any case, you seem to be left guessing. Hoping to get you to take on. The way you're talking sounds like you've already done some poking around for the first one. If you have to be worth it, turn the other way, assuming it actually exists. Almana's legacy has been the subject of such speculation throughout the underground grapevine. Something of an urban legend at this point, especially now that most of the Mafia are kaput. Rumors say it's a massive pile of a mirror, others, or some other grand treasure that's left behind. For a time, everybody and the mothers were trying to find the thing. Nowadays, I feel like the occasional gangster or gig is still worked up over it. But hasn't the police made a thorough inquiry into Almana at this point? Just like it is that something was overlooked. Good question. What is that they seize everything from shell company holdings to assist the holdings access scored away in foreign countries? Any rational person would tell them there's no way anything of value would be glossed over. And yet, some folks have enough grounds to believe the search is still worth keeping up. Some folks, meaning things considered, there's only one real answer. Gotta be that silence. Like they bought the building, so it feels like the most suspicious person. Their new weapon manufacturer exec shops. As expected, something about them moving into that building didn't sit right with me. I was bought the place in hopes that a sudden something about Almana remained. Yeah, remember all that heat that those goons that jumped Luca were packing? Those are Zach Alm's models. Like, the kind you can't get on the market. Common sense says they got a horse in this race. Now that you mention it, I've been noticing a lot of guys in black suits around town. It's a reasonable assumption. Regardless of their methods, it's clear Zach Alm is hunting for something that fits in this nicely with everything else we know. Look, the pieces are lining up for you. Or is you wondering when will provide a lead on tracking the boy's father down too? Luca Pipes knows something about the legacy. Zach Alms wouldn't openly throw that much manpower at him if they weren't for sure. Then perhaps this call for a little digging on that front, huh? Sometimes started up 6 years ago, as I recall. They're headquartered in one of the free cities, but the actual operations and what have you all surrounded in mystery. On the surface, they design and manufacture weapons while marketing themselves as a private military company. But beneath the veneer is a whole bevy of nasty business, from testing illegal armaments to inciting conflicts in war zones. The thing is, nobody has enough evidence to punish them for it. Not within the confines of the law, anyway. What did you get at, Granny? I now look at the time. I really should be taking my leave. And Judith, if I said it once, I said it a million times. As the successor to Krimkek's name, it's on you to decide what to make of it. That includes what you end up doing with this. Are those floor plans? Whatever you do, don't go making a damn fool of yourself. Got it? See, this is... You gotta... I always love the old people in video games because they are so fucking crafty. Like, a tap on the nose, I got this shit. I'll hook you up. Have a grandma. Talk about having an ace up your sleeve. Exactly when we need it. Now we can give Zycoms the proper inspection they never asked for. Well, like, give him a little tap on the nose. It's just like, I got these weapon plans for you. How? No need of you to bother to know. The kid went home then? Yeah, why we still let out? He wanted to hang around until he heard back from you, but I figured he would be out of steering clear. You made the right call. When do we leave, man? The two of us are ready when you are. No rush, we'll stay ahead of the schedule. No, hold on, you're not planning to go out there this, are you? It's chilly this time of year. The areas haven't been too safe these days. Don't worry about us, it's just a little errand. We won't be long. You see. Well, you sure? Well, if you insist. Probably best to push this plan back as late as we can. Get some time in town before heading over to nowhere. Good thinking. We need to finesse this thing so hard that leaves Granny speechless. Whatever you say, Judith. Anyway, this is our chance to make our equipment in order. This is probably was an update from Paducah Sport. One asked us to build a new floor to marching Gunton, so check it out when you get a chance, okay? Oh, we got some green missions. Excuse me, you didn't happen to run into an actor in that inn just now, did you? An actor? She's talking about Judith? Sure, I saw him sneaking in just a minute ago. Aren't you? Oh, crap. You know, you mentioned it. I think they were doing some filming over by the harbor during the day. Maybe it was worth checking out over there. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised that some big name movie star was hard to come to inn like this. Yeah, I guess you're right. It is dark out there, so maybe I took him for someone else. Sorry for bothering you. Sorry for the bother. Sounded like it wasn't her talking. I wonder who she was talking about then. Maybe it was just a case of mistake. Who knows? At least one person that comes to mind, though. Can I bother you for a second? Something wrong? Well, kind of. You see, a young man came by to check into one of our rooms a little while ago. That was busy at that time, so I decided to take care of it for him. The man had the stylish brown hair, and when his sunglasses zipped down a bit, I could see he had these really gorgeous green eyes. But here, green eyes? There's no way it's not him. So what about the guy? He asked for a corner room, one next to a room that was already occupied. You even suspected that he would prefer that the neighboring room be one without any women present, and then putting him in a room right next to yours. So it was a pretty specific request. Yeah, it seemed like he was trying to avoid being seen by anyone, and it struck me a little suspicious. thought about asking him what was going on, but I wasn't sure if I should find out or not. Nah, if you thought it was suspicious, there's no need to involve yourself further. Was he alone? Yes, he's been shut up in his room ever since he arrived. Got it. I think it'd be a good idea. Good and everyone check in on him then. Which had me a little concerned. Oh, he's sharing the room next to us. This is his room, right? Hello, anybody there? I'm the guy staying in the room next door. You got a second to talk? You said from next door. What can I do for you? The lady just checked you and told us a little bit about you. It seemed like you had something bothering you. She was pretty concerned. I don't mean to matter, but do you understand why my behavior would come across as odd? But I'm sorry, I prefer not to bother you with the issue. Or if you can't talk to a stranger, how about a co-worker? Judith? Sounds like whatever's going on is part of why you're late to filming. See, I understand why you're here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ethan Smith. I'm an actor. I came to Messeldam for filming. However, as you already know, I happened to miss today's shoot. By the way, Judith mentioned that you took my place during filming. Well, you know how Director Gordy is. When he makes a request, there's no getting out of it. And I wasn't so much taking your place, I was just filling in for a bit. Definitely not planning a career change anytime soon, that's for sure. Besides, seeing you up close, I think it's fair to say your face is far more suited to be a big screen than mine is. Actually, now I think about it, what about you in a magazine titled recently, you're one of the hottest up-and-coming stars of Shadowroninn. Maybe too up-and-coming given today. I think you disrupted the schedule as much as... I don't think you disrupted the schedule as much as you think you did. Mr. Gochi said they only needed to do a few partial retakes. That's so, huh? By the way, how exactly do you know each other? Guess the way to put it is, I was one of Mr. Arkwright's former clients, and I'm one of his assistants. Putting that aside, though, what did you tell us the reason why you didn't show up today? I heard it was because you weren't feeling well, but that wasn't true, was it? You see, it's just, listen, I get that sometimes there are good reasons for skipping work. You're gonna be real disappointed if you keep trying to hide the truth from us, especially when you're acting off crazy like that. After all said and done, we're colleagues. If you can't trust me, then what does that say about our working relationship? Alright, I get it. Just... By the way, here's my car. We do a lot of behind-the-scene work, if you catch my drift. Arkwright Solutions. I didn't know people like you really existed. I think I understand how you met them now. I mean, that's the sort of it, but yeah. We can't go to police with a kid. We're just the guy you call. When that's how you describe your particular problem, we might be able to help you. I guess rumors already spread about my absence. My only matter of time. Alright, I'd like you to help me drive up a stalker. Stalker? Hey, keep your voice down. She used to be just another fan, but around the time I started getting popular, she began showering me with letters and gifts. Not only was she sending them to my agency, but she somehow managed to get them sent to my personal address too. Then I started feeling like I was being watched everywhere I went. Sounded like we're already outside the realm of a little celebrity question. Me being late today was because I was having trouble giving her the slip. I'm positive she followed me to Messeldam. You know, I've heard a little about the mental state of stalkers before, facing rejection from the object of their affection. Not only will most people turn inward, they assume they did something wrong. But with stalkers, it's the opposite. They get angry at the other person for not reacting the way they wanted them to. Textbook narcissism. If she's already that far gone, maybe it would be better to get the police or the guild involved after all. Well, I consider it, but it's not like she tried to kill me or anything. I don't want to go to the public either. End up driving fans away. I can't afford to keep holding up production because of this. I need a way to sort this out amicably. I think the stalker of yours might benefit from a consequence or two personally, but if that's what you want. Anyway, are you going to take this case, man? Yes. Alright, we can do it. You know how the stalker looks like? I'm not really sure. I've actually seen her up close before. I don't know that she's a woman. Doing this up because she's trying to be stealthy, although Ethan himself haven't seen her. It's probably possible someone else has. Like someone on the film crew, for instance. We start with them. Good idea, let's go see what they have to say. I think the crew doing some teardown walk by the movie theater right now. Oh, by the way, has your manager tried doing anything about this? She's actually outside the inn right now, trying to keep an eye out, now that she knows what the stalker looks like either though. And I did have one other request for you. I'd like you to keep this private. Don't worry about that. That's exactly our first trip around the block. Good to hear. Anyway, I'm sorry for all the trouble, but we appreciate you doing this for me.
Let's get this party started.
Okay, so we are after a stalker. I understand. You know, big celebrity, cute guy. I understand.
Will do. All right. Right.
That the females probably would stalk him. Stalking's not right.
Got a question for you.
Woman, huh? You think I see her like that heavy? Don't obviously focus on backing up. That's not really paying attention to my strength either. Maybe she didn't come this way, or maybe my something was off. Sorry we couldn't help. We tried asking inside the movie theater. Couldn't hurt to try. Good point. I guess it's worth a shot. Thanks for your help. Reception lady. How you doing, ma'am?
Let me ask you something.
Thank you for your visit.
A suspicious looking woman. No, I don't believe I've seen one like that. Several women have come up to the ticket counter, but they all seem rather normal to me. And no one's been asking around about someone in the lobby for anything? I don't believe so. Would have stood out to me otherwise. Right, thank you. Then I guess you didn't come to the theater either. Looks like you don't have any leads. I have Pio and Zorks running in reconnaissance mode, but they haven't picked up any clues. Hello, what's up, Ethan? I got good news. My manager said she managed to get a picture of the stalker. I've had her bring it over to you right now. Hope it helps. I like the we have lead we've been looking for. Alright. Oh, you're just speaking, right? Ethan told me all about you. I'm his manager. I really can't thank you enough for your help. But we got nothing to show for it, just up for it yet. So you just want to sort everything's for later. He said you have a picture of the stalker. Would you mind sharing it with us? Yes, I was able to get a shot for it. Take a look. She seems really normal. Maybe even a little uptight. Does it really strike me as a stalker type? I think so either, but parents can always be misleading. There's no doubt that she's the one that's been around, following what Ethan. I head back to the inn and check on him. Please keep us informed of anything else you find. I bet you it's the manager. Of course, we'll always see a job to the inn. Even though she seemed to take her job pretty seriously. So this session would be awfully stressful, though. Anyway, it looks like a special second outdoors. Let's check on the outside of the theater.
Let me ask you something.
So this is my chance? You know, I actually saw something like on my delivery route. First path from the stairs going down to the parkway nearby. Park is it? Let's go take a look. I'm not sure it was her though. It's pretty dark, so I tried making out who she looks like. No worries, you've been a big help, thank you. Oh sure, hope you can find her.
All right.
Let's go. Right.
Got a question for you.
Oh, the lady? Yeah, I've seen her. It was hard to miss the way she kept turning around and looking all over the place. It was like she was lost or something. You have no idea where she went? She went down all the stairs over there. She headed for the back streets. That way, the same place for one by herself. She wasn't alone, actually. There was another lady with her. Quickly speaking, it looked to me like the second lady was tailing the first one, headed down the stairs too. I guess the mention finally come up with her. Thanks for the info. Let's wait before she gets away. Where's the zeros? Signs detected. Vital sign. Is this the woman in the picture? Wait a minute, what gives her? She was the one we're after then. Looks like someone got the drop on her. Are you alright? Yeah, I think I'm starting to feel a bit more clear-headed. I could do this while you're still recovering, but we gotta need to ask you a few questions. You're Ethan's will manager, right? In fact, I have my business card if you need. No, that's all. The picture you showed us is proof enough. Parker recently took a picture of Ethan's manager on the right. Means the girl we met in the theater lobby was a real stalker. The one she approached me by saying she wanted to talk about Ethan. I tried to shake her off by riding through the back streets, but we got into a fight and... Bad news, I can't touch with Ethan. We need to head back to the inn. Coming too. Also been bugging me. What exactly are you doing here, Judith? There's not to explain right now. No time right now. We'll explain later. Well, I don't expect her to go this far. But I hurry up and find them. There's no need to tell what she did next. Yeah, if we had some kind of lead on which direction they went. What's the stain on your foot? Oh, that she stumped on my foot when we were fighting earlier. On your foot? Wait, that's it. We need to read the pattern left from the sole of your shoe. Good idea that we can use the shot search this tracker. You can do that. Footprints are very specific. They reveal a lot about a person's size, their gender, even though I had to walk. Let Fear take a sample of that print. Sorry, it'll only take a second. Oh, sure, of course. And it's complete, adding visual representation to start searching image. That should do it. We should wait to see where her footprint leads. As all left is follow her tracks. Leave choice. Can't wait swing too. No, I want to go. I want to go too. My agency's problems are my responsibility. But you got guts, that's for sure. All right, let's go.
Something's there. Do a shard search.
Not this way.
No, must charge. Okay, she went this way. She's taking a crazy way. Does she have imposters? Fight back, man! Fight back! Oh shit, never mind. Don't fight back. She got a knife. Stay back. Ethan. Looks like you all figure out how quickly. I can think it up pretty quickly. Then try to interfere. Ethan and I have something very important to discuss. Please help me. But come down, we'll talk about this. Looks like they want anyone else to get involved. Look what you've done, Ethan. All I wanted was to talk things out. Just the two of us. Lady, you bought a knife. What's talking is left is half the meeting. Nothing to talk about. You claim to be a fan, but then you go and do something like this. You're crazy. Yeah, don't attack Nessa. Look, just back away from him. We won't have to get the police involved. Our client doesn't want that anyway. Clearly you're not willing to throw your life away for one man, are you? What do you know? I believe in him. And he just threw me away like garbage. At least if we both die here, we both be together for eternity, right, Ethan? Okay, people say that, but it doesn't work like that. You committed murder. You're going down. He's going up. Unless, I don't know, he's an asshole. Maybe then probably the other way. Then you're going up and he's going down. But like y'all going to two different places for eternity. Who are you away? Wait a minute. Was she just a fan? Don't listen to it. She's completely flipped her lid. Just hurry up and get out of here. I guess I think we should hear what he should say. You may have made the request, but I'm the one who gets to decide how to carry it out. I was afraid at the start, anyway. He seemed to sign so badly I ended up falling for him, and then I wanted more. So I sent my contact info for and one of my friend letters. I even tried to get his attention at one of the events he was at. And he finally started to recognize me. We had dinner together one time. But please stop talking. He told me he loved me. He told me I was important to him. Him said those words that made me feel so warm inside. But eventually he didn't want to see me anymore. He wouldn't answer my calls. That would happen. Never that ever happened. Now I don't even remember your name. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of cold. That's cold. I understand, you know. Okay, lady, you are kind of justifiable. Mean that? You did mean. What did you mean, Ethan? You took advantage of a fan? Different what you told us at the start. Yeah, why should I be allowed to have some fun once in a while? God, you are not making your case on this. Like, I don't like stalkers, but like this dude's... Go out, have some fun, you don't like her, just break up with her then. Be like, hey, listen, blah, 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 shitty, I don't want to go out with you. It's fine. Completely okay. Go have your fun. Me all the time. I want to talk to someone. Since I got popular, I've been so busy all the time. I someone take my mind off work for a while. And you get to play woman's with celebrity. Don't act like you didn't get it out of this. Can't believe you. You ready to commit murder over this dumpster fire? That's ridiculous. You need to keep letting this guy hurt you and any more he already has. Please just put the knife down. Can't. You see, I've done so much for him. There's no going back now. Stop, don't come in closer. Honestly, he's in the wrong. She's in the wrong. Fuck it, let's take the side. This is my problem. I'll leave up to fate. Actually, now think about it. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, stay back. Fine, because you're still trying to decide what to do, right? How about this? Leave it up to its running costs. You serious? I was a little anxious to see who got the bell luck, that's all. But the hedge, you two start dating for real, announces publicly. Yeah, else you cut all ties so you never come near Ethan again. What do you say, want to try your luck? That's ridiculous. Sure you can't say something better than that? Think about it. You got 50-50 chance to be done with her forever. Pretty good odds, right? Either way, no one ends up getting stabbed. I see. When you put it that way, yeah, I guess it's not a bad idea. When it comes up here, so I can probably still talk my way out of it. Even a slight chance we would be together. I accept. Let's say it then. Sure you get with this? Maybe you do everything you think is going to happen after that. But you probably already know where I'm going with this. Before you decide what your next movie is going to be, I need you to think long and hard about what will really make you happy. Don't you think about what else anybody else wants? Think about what you want. This is your last chance. I'm dropping out of the toss. I won't ever get involved with you again, huh? That's what you wanted, right? Yeah, of course, that's all I wanted in the first place. I did, I won. I knew it was in the way all along. Ah! Fucker. Now we're even. So that the others left Ethan at the wharf to stew over what happened. The girl mentioned that she'll headed home in the morning, so the group saw her to the station to say their goodbyes. You sure this is okay? After everything I've done, I feel like I've needed to make up to you. It won't be necessary. Ethan's one who brought this on himself. What he did was a breach of contract, and our agency would make absolutely certain he's penalized for it. I'm supposed my fault as well for not realizing what was going on. I mean, hey, I'm sure you did everything you could. Anyway, I think you saw this privately. I understand. Thank you. Oh, I should be going. Goodbye. Thank you for everything. I mean, we didn't directly do it for free. We're headed off as well. I need to grab Ethan and head back to the hotel. Look forward to drawing with the whole coin toss period. But want to go next time, would you? I guess you want a little information before making a decision. Frankly, though, I'm impressed you managed to pull that off, and you look so confident about it, too. Well, it's just like they say, you know, more than one way to skin a cat.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
Honestly, you know,